Welcome back to the channel today, guys. Today we're just going to be going over a little benchmarking, a little bit of gameplay, seeing what the FPS is like, playing Warzone, of course, and seeing one of the benchmarkings that I have over here. We're going to run that on it, see what it stacks up against the other stuff. We're going to be going over the Corsair A7200 that has the Ryzen 5 5600X, the Gigabyte RTX 3070, and it has 16 gigs of 3200 RAM, and it does have an AIO. So we're going to be going over this today, getting a little benchmarking, getting a little gameplay in, seeing what the FPS is like, and also what the FPS is going to be like while I'm streaming this. Alright guys, so for the benchmark, I went ahead and did a Nova bench test on it. So the overall score was a 4270. As you can see on the screen, we got the CPU score, the RAM, the GPU, and the disk score. And then we can go ahead and go to their website, and now we can see how it stacks up against the rest of them. So as you can see, it's a Ryzen 5 5600X. It's a GeForce RTX 3070, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. It is running off a 1 terabyte SSD, and it's running Windows 10. So overall, it says the relative score is plus 126%, and overall ranking is in the 99th percentile. We can go over here to the parts performance, and it's going to show the CPU percentile at 44 and GPU percentile at 89. Then we can go over here, go to baseline comparison. This is comparing to a mid-level gaming PC, which is going to be an Intel Core i5-9600K or a Ryzen 5 3500 with either a RTX 27 Super or an AMD 5700 XT. And as you can see here, the CPU score is up 107% from the Ryzen 5 3500, and the GPU score is up 64% from a 2070 Super. We can also go here. Oh, that's actually it. So, as you can see, those are the overall scores for it. So you can also do a high end here, which is going to be, say, a Ryzen 7 5800X and a RTX 3080 or a 5700 XT. GPU score is still 37% higher. The CPU score is minus 12% over from, so basically the 5800X will be 12% better. So yeah, there's that. So next we're just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna fire up a game of Warzone. I'm gonna put all the FPS and everything up top, and then we'll get into that next here. All right, guys. So this is going to be ran on 1080p. We're gonna see how much we can get out of here. Let's see. We have, as we can see here, everything is set to high: texture resolution, filter, particle quality. Everything is pretty much cranked out here that I like to do. So the only other thing here is this 100. I mean, we could, turn it up to 120 here. And then we'll go ahead and run this benchmark test. So as you can see up here in the left-hand corner is where the frames per second is going to be. So you'll be able to see how many frames we're getting while we're in game. All right. So you can go ahead and drop on Superstore here. Also, don't mind my playing here because I haven't played in like, I think 2 weeks. That was an accident. So as you see, you get about like 100 frames to drop down a little bit. It's right around 128. And that's everything maxed out. Alright, so now we have everything turned down to low. We'll see what the frames per second is going to be looking like here. So as you can see, everything on low, we're getting low 130. Getting up into the 170s. Alright guys, so as you can see with the video, the high frames per second was right around with like lows of like 120, but other than that it was right around like 130, 144-ish sometimes, kind of just jumped around. And then afterwards, once we kind of turned the settings down all the way to low, it went up to lows of right around 140, and with highs of like 170, 180. Now that's with the GeForce 3070, that's with a Ryzen 5 5600, and that's also while recording all of this while playing the game, so your frames per second are going to be better, because mine do drop down once I start recording and doing the OBS software. So this is going to wrap this one up. If you guys want to, you can go ahead and check out the other video that I made of my stream setup, the PC. I'll drop both those down in a link below. You can check those out for reference of what this PC is, how to get one. But that's going to wrap up this video. And then don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.